We all know that feeling when we want a little something salty and then we want a little something sweet. Well, coming up in our first story, Miranda Cohen travels to Columbia, Tennessee and finds a hidden gem where you can satisfy all your food cravings.
Bees, Salty and Sweet in Columbia, Tennessee began as a love story that sparked in the lush hills of Guatemala, where David and Bethany Boren met. Fresh out of pastry school and having worked at some of the most prestigious bakeries in the country, but his heart was calling him back to Guatemala.
You know what? It'd be great to go to Antigua and open my own place there. And that's what I did. And I just fell in love with it. It's a wonderful place, wonderful people.
Next, he fell in love with his wife, Bethany, a fellow chef and Tennessee native. And when they moved back to Columbia, Tennessee to open their own eatery, that age-old debate, salty or sweet, inspired the perfect name, Bees, Salty and Sweet.
In my downtime, I'd rather eat a donut or a cookie. She's the savory person. She likes the salty things. She likes the chips and salsa. She likes the sandwiches, the soups, the pretzels, that sort of stuff. And I like the sweet things. And so, we wanted our name to represent that we were gonna do both sides.
So Bees, Salty and Sweet was up and running, serving a huge variety of savory and sweet items, all handmade fresh every day.
I think one of the more signature items are our homemade Pop-Tarts. Yeah. So we use our pie dough that we make, and we like doing everything in-house. Yeah. So our strawberry Pop-Tart, we make the dough, we make the strawberry jam in-house, we make the glaze, we handle it all. So the Pop-Tarts, the croissants, I love croissants, and they're a labor of love. We sell a lot of cookies, we sell a lot of muffins, our cakes, our cupcakes. We make as many things as we feel like we can make.
And taking cues from their loyal customers, the Borens noticed more and more people were seeking healthier choices and safer options for food allergies. So they made the decision to go entirely vegetarian, but they weren't about to compromise on taste.
As the population in Columbia was looking for either healthier things or dairy allergies, egg allergies, we slowly moved more of our items to be vegan. We don't consider our things to be good for vegan or our food to be good for vegetarian. We believe it stands on its own and it just happens to be vegan. Our focus primarily is on the vegan component. We do have vegetarian items, but there's, none of our baked goods have any dairy. We only have one bread with egg in it. So people who are avoiding those things, people who have to, people with alpha-gal, people with dairy allergies, egg allergies, they can come in, they know they can look at that pastry case and they can have it all, and that it's safe for them.
Also, it's a safe place to eat for many people with dietary restrictions, including myself, so it can be stressful to go out to eat.
We think our things are delicious and filling and satisfying, and again, like the vegan, they just happen to not have meat. We still have eggs, we still have real cheese, but we have a vegan option for both of those if you don't want it.
One of the most popular items here at Bees, Salty and Sweet is their sourdough bread. It is made from a starter David perfected years ago. It is rich and dense and hearty, all thanks to some special techniques and a special organic stone ground flour.
And what's different about it is it's a denser flour, it's a darker flour, so everything has a weight to it, it holds on to moisture better, but it looks different. And it sets us apart from other places.
And that sourdough will be sliced up at lunchtime and served on delicious and creative sandwiches or as an artisan bun for the ever-popular meatless burger offerings.
I love their burger. The Aloha burger is amazing. Bagels are always a hit. Every Sunday we come in for donuts. And then the Guatemalan breakfast, like literally anything.
And the menu is filled with an array of coffees sourced through direct trade from Guatemalan farmers. And they found a way to give their customers who love their coffee and their inspired flavors a closer look at the process. Several times a year, they serve as tour guides on a trip back to Guatemala to see where it all started.
We bring up to 8 people, and so now we go 2 to 3 times a year. They learn about the history of Antigua, Guatemala. They meet a coffee farmer and look at his or her coffee plantation, go back to their home, and learn more about the process.
And if you can't make the trip, Bees Salty and Sweet has started hosting big communal dinners as a way of bringing the community together around the food they love.
And we seat everybody around long tables, and we bring them, some drinks to start the meal, and then we start bringing out the food. We explain the dishes, we explain why they're important to the culture, the cuisine.
With all the beautiful sunlight, which is such, really was a vision of radiating the beauty of their food, the joy, the openness, the beauty, nature.
Knowing that something we set out on the counter or put on a plate for you, it was made by the people you're watching. Maybe it was just baked an hour ago. I think we care a lot about what we do. I think our passion shows through, and we're real mindful about what we use to create things.
How did you like the story? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. If you enjoyed it, we have a lot more where that came from. Here's one you might like, and please click here to subscribe so you'll know when we premiere new videos. Thanks for watching.